What's up, Wikimaniacs? On today's episode, we have a husband who cheats on his wife with a lawnmower. A husband's negligence costs him to lose everything, along with a juicy update. An OP who starts dating someone much older than her. A toilet paper debacle ends in a split. And for the first time ever, I'm going outside the amazing Underbakke segment to ask if one of our own listeners is okay. For the Patreon exclusive stories, we have a husband who wants to use an egg donor, and his reason why will shock you. If those sound interesting and you want day early and ad-free episodes, head on over to patreon.com/cultivate podcast network, or you can sign up for our YouTube membership over on our YouTube channel. Reddit on Wiki starts now.
Get therapy.
I'm not ready.
Get therapy.
What's up, Wikimaniacs? It's your boy Josh here for another, I guess it's a switch up now. It's a Monday episode. I forgot. I'm, of course, joined with John and Sean. What's going on, boys?
Howdy ho.
Hey, yo, like that first story sounds crazy. Cheating on your spouse with a lawnmower?
Where do
I'm
you
surprised that's the one you picked up on.
Where do you even put it? Seems wildly
find out.
dangerous.
We are going to find out.
Yeah, I thought you guys were going to go in on me for going over Alex's head. Thought that's what you guys were going to pin me on.
Sorry, I'm just the visual of a dick getting ripped to shreds. I
Me
can't
too.
think about anything else.
Well, I got to bleep that probably.
No, we're well within.
That's maybe true. Maybe true. How's it going, boys?
It's going.
pretty good.
Sean got bathroom stuff that he gotta solve.
Yeah.
You know me. Work sucks. I hate my life.
Yeah, unfortunate, but hopefully we can distract ourselves for a few hours here with some stories.
Yeah.
Have some
We
fun.
will be here for a few hours. Recordings
will
have been
be.
really
Yeah.
long lately.
I was wondering, what have we done differently? We're doing the same amount of stories. Are we just more
That's a
talkative
great
now?
question.
Yeah, because we've been going probably shit like this. I'll shut the fuck up. Y'all go.
Yeah, the Drake stuff. We go off on tangents a lot. You know what you know what it is.
Yeah.
But all right, let's hop into the first story that you guys are interested in. Posted by Jory84 on Sean's favorite subreddit.
Ooh.
Today I fucked up.
Ooh.
So
Today they probably fucked something.
Dear God.
John, dear God, indeed.
John Deere.
Yes. All right, so today I fucked up by getting caught by my wife about my lawnmower scheme.
Okay. So now fucking the lawnmower.
Not quite fucking the lawnmower.
Okay, good.
No.
Good.
Well, I'm disinterested now.
Okay, I'll skip to the next one then. My bad. So let me preface this by saying that I really, really enjoy mowing my lawn, which I know you both hate.
I pay somebody to do it. I just
Yeah,
it's
same.
too crazy.
Yeah. My wife and I bought our house 5 years ago, and ever since, mowing the lawn has just brought this inner peace inside me. So much so that I sold our riding lawnmower and bought a push mower.
Dear God.
Just doubling down. There's something so calming and relaxing about mowing at 6:30 p.m. on a summer day. The sound of the mower, the smell of cut grass, and overall, the world around me.
See, summer has just begun.
Okay.
It's close. It's 5:30 here in Houston.
He's about mowing right now.
It's 91
disgustingly
degrees. Don't even talk about the humidity. It's just, you must be from somewhere else. A summer day
Yeah.
mowing the lawn is not fun, brother. It's not peaceful.
I have to assume they're from the north, somewhere up here.
Gotta
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they probably can't be in California because Californians probably don't have any lawn.
That's true.
California,
They got
Arizona,
rock
they have
grass.
the rock grass. 60% humidity right now. 60%.
Oh, shit.
Jesus. My balls started to sweat just hearing that.
Oh,
Ugh.
I do like the picture he paints, though. Sounds calming.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I get it. That's me and vacuuming. Okay, I enjoy
A nice
fucking
indoor
vacuuming
activity.
so much. Indoor with air conditioning.
So much of it reminds me of my kid days riding our bike around in the neighborhood on summer evenings.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes I listen to a podcast or music, but mostly it's just taking in the sounds of the outside. I like it so much that I will literally mow every 3 days, even if the grass barely needs a centimeter taken off the top. I will mow. So he is Canadian or European.
He's definitely not here.
I respect it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My wife, however, thinks this is ridiculous. She thinks more than once every 7 to 10 days is absurd. She may be right, but it's not like I'm asking for much, as it takes a whole 90 minutes to push mow the entire yard. I'm essentially taking about 3.5 hours a week of Zen time.
I spend 3.5 hours a week taking a shit, so this is more productive.
That's John's Zen time.
Yeah.
I do wonder how much time we spend shitting.
Way too much.
3 hours
probably
doesn't
too much. Now,
3 hours doesn't sound outrageous,
A
but
week?
also it does. You know what I mean?
I don't know, because I be going like 2, 3, 4 times a day.
I got 2
And
times
that's
a
probably
day.
average like 15, 20 minutes. So it adds up.
30 minutes. 30. Yeah,
Yeah.
honestly?
Yeah.
That's track. I mean, truly, I'm only pooping for 5 minutes, and then 10 minutes, I'm just surfing the internet.
TikTok.
TikToks, baby.
Same.
I noticed over time as we would come home during the day, her way of gauging whether the lawn needed to be mowed was the length in the ditch at the mailbox. This is an area I tend to actually skip mowing and keep this particular area on a 1 to 1.5 week trim cycle because it's kind of a pain in the ass spot. And we are on a country road, so it isn't exactly a curb appeal factor. After noticing this, I started raising the deck height of my mower to keep the grass higher in that spot. And sure enough, she would keep saying how the grass would need to be mowed, which means I was good to go on my usual 3-day mow cycle. This went well for 2 years until last night at dinner with friends.
2 years is crazy.
Drinks were flowing, laughs were being had, and our friends brought up mowing. The girls had this convo about men and their toys, yada yada, and during the laughs, I blurted out to the male friend, just do what I do and purposely make an area seem longer than it is. Which was met with a raucous laugh from all of us, except my wife. After about 10 seconds of laughter, I felt this intense heat on my right side of my face. It's a very familiar heat, very distinct. Once I calmed down from laughing, it instantly set in what I just said. The heat I was feeling was indescribable fury of her staring a hole through me. It was very quiet, and so far, a quiet morning. And then he puts an edit here. So that's the end of the original story. Edit, we have essentially no other task. We are very routine with things. I cook every night, then load the dishwasher. The vacuuming takes care of itself, and we spot mop. I go to the trash disposal on Saturdays since we are rural with no trash pickup. We go to the grocery store together on Saturday, and she does laundry on Saturdays. We work in the same office on the same schedule, Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, and obviously ride together every single day. And that is today I fucked up by being caught by my wife about his lawnmower scheme.
I mean, that ain't too bad.
Yeah. Not bad at all.
It sounds like just an escape, you know what I mean? Yeah.
I think,
Not horrible.
honestly, probably just communicating to your wife about how much this time means to you and what it reminds you of probably would have been better than fucking messing with the length of your
Scheming.
Yeah, making a fucking scheme to make some section of the lawn look longer. Yeah. Also 2 years. I cannot believe you kept this life for 2 years. After like 2, probably months max, I would have been like, I gotta be honest with you. I've been fucking lying.
Look what I'm doing.
I've been lying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta agree with Sean here. Sounds like, mo money, mo problems.
Jesus
but
Christ.
not really in this situation. They just, like what you guys said already. He just got to talk it out and say like, hey, this is what it really means to me to be able to do this. It's a hobby at this point.
Yeah.
It's an escape from reality. It sounds like they have their routines checked. They're doing everything that needs to be done. He doesn't sound like he's someone who just lounges around. And at the end of the day, it's a chore around the house too. So
Yeah.
I don't know, kind of spin it that way. Talk to your wife about it, how much it means to you, but don't lie for 2 years. Like,
Yeah, 2 years is a
it's
crazy lie. Also, it's
The
just,
lying's a little bit much,
it's
but yeah.
It's just like Zen time is important for everybody.
Mhm.
Like I know some a lot of people like showers as their Zen time. John likes poops. You know what I mean? You gotta just say like, hey, this is my moment of peace throughout the week. And, just communication, as with 99% of our stories.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree
Talk
with all
Mo.
you said. Jeez.
God damn.
And Mike Hawk, lower score is lower
Whoa,
score gone.
crazy name.
Oh,
Crazy name. Holy shit. Just no pause.
It's gone.
No pause. That's crazy.
Gone is in capitals too. He is distressed.
Oh shit.
did he get run over by a lawnmower or what?
Mike Hawk,
Maybe.
man. Apologies to all Mike Hawks out there.
They commented, quoting like a common Reddit thing. Quote, "You had an emotional affair with your lawnmower." Quoting Reddit.
Nice.
That's where I got the affair part from. That's
Nice.
yeah.
His username is much funnier than his comment, I will say.
Yeah, as soon as I said, I was like, "Yeah, this is going to be the main topic." All right, let's move into a cross-posted.
Mike Cox long, dude.
Mike Cox gone is what he said. Cross-posted by ZMitch8.
Ooh, goat.
Oh, goat.
This one's titled "My negligence cost my partner her life, and I'm about to lose everything."
Wow, this sounds a lot less light.
Yeah, I started off with a light one.
Nice.
The middle's gonna be a classic Sean sandwich.
Yeah.
Light
Oh,
on
boy.
the outside,
Meaty,
thick on the
girthy
inside.
on the inside.
Oh, I love that.
This one comes with a trigger warning for loss of life, of course, if you can tell from the story title. So if that's not your thing, feel free to skip ahead to the next story, and we'll hop into this one. So, I, 35 male, have been married to Lisa, 28 female, for 3 years, together for 7. So,
Wait.
Sean Rule,
Sorry, I missed the ages.
28 and 35.
For 7 years?
And they've been together for
Yeah,
7
so
years.
21, and he would have been
28.
28.
Not great.
Not horrible,
Not horrible,
but definitely breaks the Sean Rule.
but not great.
So, a year ago, I fell deeply in love with Amy, 24 female, and had been planning to end my marriage with her.
It
sounds
like
horrible now.
clockwork, baby. It's so easy.
Oh, the Sean Rule is right. 60% of the time, 100% of the time. I know it's terrible and not what my wife deserves, but we were the real thing. 2 weeks ago, this is a Sean story sandwich in this one. 2 weeks ago, she, being Amy, had an allergic reaction when we were getting food after work, but she used her EpiPen and seemed mostly okay afterwards. She usually gets checked at the hospital after a reaction, but I asked if I could take her home and she could get her friend to come drive her there because my wife was expecting me back. All I know is that she had a secondary reaction that evening and died. I didn't even find out about it until following Monday through a work email. It has been eating me up ever since, and I will never forgive myself for not sacrificing an hour of my time to possibly save her.
And this is Amy, right?
This is the affair partner, Amy, who died.
Ooh.
Yeah. And he found out through a work email, which hints at she worked at the same company.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah. So this is also a John story. As we get into this, you'll see. So yesterday at work, HR and legal were in the CEO's office all day, and my manager ended up canceling our project meeting because he was with them all afternoon. I was on edge, but an affair isn't exactly a corporate crisis, and I thought something would have already happened if anyone knew. I'm now 99% certain it was about me.
She was probably his subordinate, maybe?
Well, we'll get into that
Probably
a little
on
bit.
Teams and email and shit. People that do
Oh, I see.
affairs probably aren't very smart.
Right.
Yeah.
So a few hours ago, I received a message from Amy's phone which said, quote, "This is Amy's brother, Tom. I want you to know it was me."
Like the brother caused the secondary allergic reaction? Is this
So
Murder.
No, I'm gonna. Well, so I know the update, and he has nothing to do with it. So I'm wondering if OP just misput what Tom actually said, or I'm misunderstanding what Tom said. But he's just letting him know that it's him that's texting him. I think.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Not that it was Amy texting him.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah. So I tried to call, but it went straight to voicemail, and none of my messages have been delivered. I tried to call my manager more times than I should have, and he sent a message saying, "Please don't contact me until Monday morning. I can't discuss anything with you right now."
Wait,
So it
and this
looks
all
like my-
happened on Monday? So like don't contact me for a week? Or did I miss something?
Oh yeah, didn't find out until the following Monday.
They're probably doing like an internal investigation.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, so it's been a week. Yeah, you're right, Sean. So it looks like my universe is going to collapse. I'm going to be fired, and my wife will definitely find out why. All I can do is hope Amy's brother only showed them the messages from that weekend, and they were bad enough. I have no family except my wife and daughter, and nowhere else to go. All my friends are either people I've met through my wife or my colleagues. On Monday, everything I've spent over a decade working towards disappears. I can't stop it. I can't talk to anyone about it. So here I am. I know cheaters are the devils, so I'm not expecting sympathy, but this is making my chest hurt, and I need to get it out there. And that is the OG story.
You need to take a long look in the mirror, bud.
Yeah, I was about to say, oh no.
You need to take a long look in the mirror, bud.
Consequences of my actions.
Yeah.
So I didn't write this down but there are comments from OP establishing why corporate was getting involved. And essentially, the biggest thing was he was using corporate funds to pay for a lot of their dates, it seems like. And on top of it, I'm pretty sure she was one of his subordinates.
That's
if I'm
probably
not mistaken. Yeah, so it's a lot of shit
What
that's
a
like,
fucking dummy.
why would you do that?
I mean, I'm glad he
Idiot.
did because he deserves the worst.
Oh, yeah.
But just every time these idiots do something stupid, I'm like, well, it makes sense that you're a fucking cheater because you're just not smart.
Yeah. You deserve this.
Yeah.
This is your comeuppance. Oh, all right. Time to get into the update. And like I said, it's going to be juicy. There's a lot in here.
Ooh.
So,
Okay.
update. I have been constantly harassed for an update since posting, so please take it, gloat, because you're such wonderful people in comparison. Then stop following me around on Reddit.
I mean, you
Okay.
could just
Posted it,
delete your
dumbass.
account, brother. Like it's not that difficult.
posted it.
Yeah.
You put the business out in the world. What the fuck did you think that's gonna
Yeah.
happen?
Also, your last
Oh my
sentence
God.
being like, I just have to get it out. I know I won't get sympathy. Then the immediate update. Well, I guess I got no sympathy, you assholes. How dare
Well,
you?
fuck me then, right?
Right? I'm
I
so
lost
terrible.
everything. Oh, blah blah.
Yeah, he's very sob story. Woe is me kind of bullshit. I am suffering in the wake of my infidelity and unprofessional behavior as I knew I would. I understand that this is an appropriate outcome and I'm taking full accountability. I was suspended from work on Monday and I'll probably be fired sooner than I thought. I'd hoped to be able to save money as HR built their case, but it looks like Amy's brother basically performed the entire investigation for them.
It's a good brother.
After an excruciating 3-hour run through everything they had, I spoke to the founder and he recommended the solicitor I am now using. Is solicitor like a defendant? What does that mean, John?
A solicitor?
Yeah, I'm confused.
Yeah.
With that.
Are they from the U.S.? Because I haven't like heard
Okay.
this term before.
Oh, I thought I didn't look it up because I was like, John will know this one for sure.
Also, wow, didn't even ask me. That's disrespectful.
Sorry, Sean. Do you know what solicitor means?
No, but just I'd like to be included.
Sorry.
I'd like to have the illusion that I know things, brother. Come on.
Yeah, I gotcha. The issue is that the company has to come hard down to protect themselves because even though Amy's family doesn't have much chance of a claim, any suggestion of a cover-up could cause damage regardless. The founder thinks my offer to pay them back will keep them out of court, and some more information has come to light, so it's not certain I won't be prosecuted, but I'm quietly hopeful. So I don't know what the other information is. He doesn't elaborate on that, but I can't afford to keep the solicitor if this goes much further, especially with a divorce on the horizon. Things are not good with my wife. I'm still committed to making this as easy as possible for her, but I had to draw the line when it came to my daughter.
You should have stayed committed to begin with, dumbass.
Yeah. When I got home from being unceremoniously escorted out of my office, she had already packed a bag for me.
Hell yeah.
She wouldn't let me wait at the house until my daughter was back. She wouldn't let me check I had everything I needed. She wouldn't let me take the car, and she didn't care that I had nowhere to go.
Good.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Why would she? Fuck you.
Yeah.
I spent 2 nights in a hotel, then went back when she refused to let me see my little girl. She tried to stop me, but we own the house jointly, and it was my only option. My wife has family she could stay with, but she won't leave our daughter here, and she's absolutely not taking her, so we're at a stalemate right now. I love how he started this whole paragraph with, I'm going to make it easy for her, and then
I'm going to break
Shouldn't
into
have made
our
it
house.
difficult for anybody to begin with.
yeah.
Holy crap, dude.
I'm keeping out of her way as best I can, which I appreciate is the least I can do. The Amy situation is quite difficult to talk about, and a lot hasn't sunk in yet. It turns out that she didn't love me as much as I loved her, if at all. Her brother sent me images of her talking to her friends about me, and it's hard to believe they came from the person I loved, but they are real. Sorry to those who were heavily invested in me being a predatory abuser, but she and her friends had a good laugh about her manipulating me for money and a promotion.
It doesn't make you not the abuser. You definitely abused your power.
And I would say predatory for going against for someone underneath you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just like Drake saying he's too famous to be a predator. I don't think so, OP. Also, Aubrey, you thought you were
How
getting
many
away?
weeks in a row is
You thought you were
this?
getting away? Aubrey?
Oh God, OP's gonna drop Wopgun Delilah Part 2.
Insane.
The role came, so she was manipulating him for money and a promotion. The role came with a big pay raise, and looks like her plan was to treat it as free cash, then go to work with one of her friends when it fell through. She knew I'd come under scrutiny whenever she messed up, and assumed I'd step in to save her, and she was right. Obviously, I'm completely humiliated. I was planning to give up everything to build a life with her, and she was treating me like a joke the whole time. My feelings are complicated, so please don't feel entitled to any expansion on this, but I no longer feel guilty over her death.
Oh.
Jesus. Reddit acted like I kept her hostage while she begged her for help. What actually happened was that I asked if she could ask her friend to take her to the hospital because I had to go home. She said that was fine because she needed to get clothes from back home anyway, and I dropped her off as normal. Ultimately, she was an adult who has better understanding of her medical needs than I did. I still don't know what happened between us saying goodbye and her death, but whatever it was, it had nothing to do with me. I'm sorry for her family's loss, but I bear no responsibility for her passing. Oh, that is tough.
I don't like this guy.
No, I hate this guy. This guy is the worst
This guy
piece of
sucks.
shit. After Amy's messages to her friends were passed around, a few people quietly reached out with words of support. I assume everyone would write me off like Reddit did as an abuser and a predator. Now it's clear Amy was using me. They see me as a fool who had lost it all. It's beyond humiliating, but I have learned I'd rather be pitied than despised, and it improved my legal position with work. I remain filled with regret, and I will have learned many lessons by the time I get through this. I may have been deceived, but I am a grown man who made my choices, and I take full responsibility for them. And that is the update.
Fuck this guy.
Yeah, I don't like him at
Fuck
all.
this guy. Okay, I will say, just to play that, and this is the only positive-ish thing I'll say, and this is me playing devil's advocate because this man is Satan. But in a completely different scenario, if this was just a friend and not an affair partner, and after dinner, he was like, hey, I can't take you. I got an engagement to do. Make sure you call your friend and get you to the hospital. But I just can't take you. And then that person died. I don't think I would blame that person for their death. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I
think the difference here
go ahead.
would be that if it was just a friend, then it would be like, oh, I'll just call my wife, let her know I'm taking you to the hospital, right? With the affair partner, it's like, oh, I can't call my wife to let her know I'm taking you to the
'Cause then
hospital.
That's true.
The wife will find
That's
out.
true.
Yeah,
That's
the only
makes it a
difference.
little
in that
complicated.
All right, well, I fucking tried, buddy. You're Satan. Yeah, this guy sucks ass.
I appreciate you trying to take a different stance on this one,
Yeah.
Sean.
Just because it's like such a, I hate to blame somebody's death on somebody, but he does seem to have a pretty complicit part in the death.
I think so.
Oh,
I mean, if that was the like, let's say if that was the case, right? That the affair partner was really just using OP to like get ahead of life. Whether we like it or not, there's a lot of people like that in the world. But you are in a position of power. You are in a leadership role. You're also a husband and a parent at home.
oh yeah, for sure.
You are put in that place to make responsible choices. And if that person is coming on to you and say like, hey, I want to do favors for you to get ahead, and you accept that like bribe, and you play along with it, you're just as bad as the person that you're blaming in this situation, you know?
Yeah.
So
Worse, I would say, because you
I would say, yeah,
responsibility.
definitely worse in this because you were complicit with it, like what you guys are saying.
Yeah.
And it sucks that, a person had to pass in this situation, but I don't think he's completely like blameless in this
Not
scenario.
even
Like,
close.
not even close. Like I think
You mean the death specifically, right, John?
yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay,
specifically.
I was
yeah,
like, the
'cause,
rest of the affair, he's definitely accountable.
yeah, for sure with that. Like I think like if that was me, like I would have took someone to the hospital because it sounds like a life or death type of situation, and I would have to eat crow because this is an adult decision I made. Like, oh fuck, I'm gonna get caught anyways. At this point, like I'm not gonna let someone die, and I'm gonna own up to the stupid ass mistake that I made of committing adultery at this point. So I don't think he gets to escape that loss of life. So
No. But
that's
the
kinda where
difference
I'm
is
at.
between him and you, John, is you have a moral compass, whereas this guy's like,
This guy doesn't.
No.
yeah, I'll sleep with you. I don't care if I have a wife and a child at home. Am your superior. Yeah.
I think he's definitely leveraging that power, But again, he is a dumbass. Who the fuck uses company funds to fund your personal lifestyle?
Mm-hmm.
Idiotic. Especially everything is so traceable.
100%.
There's somebody whose literal job is to track the company cards. What do you think you're getting away with?
Literally.
It's the
Like
9 to 5.
in
They're
a
looking
corporate
at
setting,
that shit.
in a corporate setting too, when you have to like expense those reports, you're essentially snitching on yourself, like how you spent it.
Yeah.
Because you have to file those. So I don't know what the hell this guy is thinking, to be honest.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane. And at the end in the update, when he's trying to paint himself as, kind of a victim, it's like, dude,
Shut the fuck
No.
up, that bitch.
had you had this like the responsibility in the position you're in to, see her coming on to you if that's what happened and report that to HR
immediately.
and then, be an adult and stop that in its tracks and just, be a better manager or supervisor, whatever you happen to be. But you didn't. You made these choices. So painting yourself as someone who was used, quote unquote, or whatever by this 24-year-old, someone.
Yeah,
who's
he has.
10
I mean, he
years
has a
younger.
track record. Look at his current situation with his wife.
Exactly. So for you to paint yourself as the victim or the idiot is just trying to get Reddit sympathy, and
It ain't
it's
working.
bullshit. It's
Not
bullshit.
working.
It's not
So-
working at all.
No, and Reddit was very, very unceremoniously not with him on that story.
Hey,
So
I know to say Friday, but if this shit better be cross-posted at Am I the Devil? Because he's getting there.
This guy's bad.
it might have been actually that might have where I found it. So
Oh, okay.
but all right, we'll move on to the next one posted by Guilty But Honest. And speaking of dating older, this one is titled, "My gross dad started dating a girl younger than me, so I started dating a guy older than him. See how he likes it."
Oh, reverse Uno card.
Versus Uno card.
Well, reverse AARP card at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
I will say, peek behind the screen. I have read this one because I almost chose this one.
Oh, did you?
But I didn't
Okay.
read it on the episode, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
All right. Well, Sean will know exactly where we're going with this one then, and he knows how much it breaks the Sean rule.
It's terrible. Two different sides of the Sean rule being just so disrespected.
Yeah. Actually, I don't technically think this breaks the Sean rule now that I think about it, but we'll get into it. So, my dad 57 male, started dating Becky, 25 female.
Oh, technically allowed.
Technically, it does.
That's why the law is not always perfect.
But it does say 4 months ago, so she could have been 24.
There's a chance.
24.
There's a chance.
There's that chance.
It's very illegal.
Maybe.
Yeah. For reference, I am a 26-year-old, and my dad and mom, to note, she's 54, divorced when I was 24 2 years ago. And this is his first relationship, to my knowledge, since my mom and dad separated. My dad has become the proverbial rich man dating young bimbo upgrade douchebag, and it's made my mom feel like yesterday's trash. Him and Becky have such an obvious transactional relationship that it's been making me question how he sees women. Like what? Was he checking out my friends growing up? Is that something I have to worry about now? Fuck you. Also, I love OP is very sour in this story, and it's excellently written. I have tried expressing to him that their relationship makes me uncomfortable for every obvious fucking reason, but he won't listen, and I'm tired of his blatant disrespect and dismissal of my feelings. So, if he sees no issue with it, then I guess neither do I. This weekend was Becky's birthday, and my dad threw a massive garden party for it with her bimbo friends plus his friends and his business partners. All I'm sure so he could try and get his creepy buddies set up with her gold-digging friends.
It's a networking event. Everyone's trying to find the sugar daddy. You gotta almost respect.
Isn't there an app for that?
There's gotta be.
Yeah, there's probably an app.
There's got to be an
somewhere.
app for
There's
everything.
gotta
Yeah.
be. And if not, we need to make it.
But you know what? Since that was the vibe, why wouldn't I join in on the fun? So what did I do? I found myself an older man and decided to bring him as my plus one. Smiley face. How old is he? He's 62. So
God
let's just
damn.
call him Old Joe.
Biden?
No, Biden's 20 years older than this dude.
Yeah, well, go ahead. Let him sniff your hair around. Sleepy Joe.
Only fitting if his girlfriend is younger than me, then my new boyfriend be older than him. So, the party starts. I'm on my best behavior with him and all his friends, acting like I support it all, when I leave to go get my new guy because he just arrived. It was honestly art coming back to him and all his friends sitting there at the main table, the birthday girl basically hanging all over him to introduce them to my old ass boyfriend.
Nice.
Wish I took a picture of their faces. What's wrong, Dad? You don't look so good. Becky, you should get his heart medicine. This party might be too taxing on him. And then I sat on old Joe's lap. I made sure to be as shameless as his new girlfriend. And yes, I felt disgusting doing it, but it was fucking worth it to watch my dad basically throw Becky off of him, which ruined her special day. I cannot express how satisfying it was to watch him fume across the table, but what was he going to say? And the best part, one of his partners knew old Joe. They were golfing buddies. Ha 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 ha. And before you could say anything to me, I made my exit with old Joe because he was taking me on a private boat ride and we didn't want to miss our port departure. And now he's calling me nonstop and I just keep sending them to voicemail. Though I did text him about what ED medication he takes so I could recommend the brand to old Joe.
God damn. Hey, poor
Ain't
Joe
no
Loki got
way.
used, bro. Poor Joe probably
Joe
legit
definitely
just
got
wanted
used.
a companion.
She expands on the Joe thing in the edits. But at this point, I didn't care how this affects our relationship because I'm disgusted with him and his choices. I'm satisfied with the payback, and I hope he likes a taste of his own medicine. And that is the petty revenge.
Damn.
Fighting the Sean rule against the Sean rule. What do you guys think?
I like fire with fire. You know me.
Exactly.
I choose violence all the time.
And there is an edit to anyone asking about old Joe and claiming that I fucked myself over in this process. 1, I never slept with him. I ditched him after we left the party. 2, he was in on the whole thing, but
Okay,
only
good.
because he thought it was a kink related thing and that he'd be getting some action afterwards, which was never the case. Yes, I did things I'm not proud of. I took advantage of the guy, but he thought he was going to be taking advantage of me, thinking I was an easy target because I had daddy issues. So I don't feel bad about that for him. I only slightly feel bad for myself because I sat on his lap. So there's your what she thinks of you thinking old Joe was taking advantage
Oh,
of.
damn. Joe was
Joe's
bricked
like-
up during that.
Yeah.
Hey,
He
I'm
was trying to
sitting
be.
on my lap. I know.
Oh,
He's
That's
trying
hard.
to be.
The blood ain't rushing as fast as it used to.
Old Joe's golfing buddy slipped
Oh,
a blue pill before
gosh.
they left.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So, I mean, good on her for giving her dad a taste of his own medicine. She was pretty harsh on the girlfriend Becky, but I mean,
Yeah. There was I called a bimbo no less than 5 times, I think.
yeah.
I feel like she was calling everyone like a bimbo at that point. I'm like, damn, hold on. Maybe they're adults, making adult choices. So might want to ease up a little bit on that.
Yeah, maybe Becky's just trying to get that money,
Hey.
And
Yeah.
It's funny because like in the Philippines, there's a saying that some people should look for what they call 3Ms, and I'll translate the word. So 3M means matanda, mayaman, and malapit na mamatay, which means
Of course.
matanda means old, mayaman means rich, and malapit na mamatay means gonna die soon, so they can get the will. So every time, like it's just a common saying. They're like, "Oh yeah, make sure to look for a 3M, like in America, so you
Wow.
can have a good life." And I just think it's funny as hell.
they're like, look for a passport, bro. You're good.
Pretty much,
An
yeah.
old passport, bro, I guess.
Hey, hit up Joe. Joe got a boat.
Joe got
Guy's
a
only
vote.
62. He's got
Hey, you never know.
quite a few years. Oh, man.
He might have seen some shit. You know what I mean? So like,
All right, let's hop into the last story before we get into my segment.
We did not sign off on this.
They did not, no. But I think you'll enjoy it. So,
okay.
but the last one here is cross-posted by Mary Gitz, 2011.
Indeed.
And this one is asked wife for help, got exactly what I asked for.
I mean, you did ask.
You did ask. What do you think's going to happen?
Something that OP doesn't like.
He asked for an open relationship.
Ah, that's
and
a good guess.
She got dick down and he couldn't get none.
Okay.
Or he asked for a 3-way, and then
It was with another dude.
it was the devil's 3-way, as these guys would like to call it.
All right. Let's hop into it and see if you guys are correct.
Did she hop into something else?
Maybe.
That is the question.
This happened about 2 hours ago,
Wait, what?
so it's fresh.
Ooh.
This got posted 2 hours ago?
Now, when he posted it, it happened about 2 hours ago.
Oh,
I
okay.
have no idea how old the post is. So this happened about 2 hours ago. I'm not even mad. I'm impressed. So
Okay.
here I am taking a quick 30 minutes morning poop while working from home. John Special.
Mm-hmm.
When I noticed the lack of toilet paper, knowing I had used the last of it the night before, I concluded that I in fact put myself in this situation.
You know.
I called my wife, who was upstairs, and asked if she could kindly bring down the white sheets, which will free me from the stink trap of my own making. The exact words I used were, I don't care if it's even half a roll, I just need something. Several excruciating minutes went by. You know the time where you finished everything you wanted to watch/read on your phone, and you're just sitting there with a shitty ass?
And a dead leg.
Yeah, dead leg, true.
That's why you got to have a tushy, not a sponsor yet.
Not yet. This was made even worse because I couldn't hear her moving around to bring me the toilet paper. Then my wife appeared. She had a smile on her face. Then she handed me half a roll. She had literally cut the roll in half. She proceeded to laugh so hard she had to take her Ventolin inhaler. I finished up in the bathroom, and when I came out, I told her I only got to wipe half of my ass. I will put a picture of the roll she handed me in the comments.
Okay, I was wondering. It depends on what half you cut. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I will put this on the in the video, obviously, and in the show notes. But it's literally sawed in half, like
Vertical or horizontal?
horizontal. So
Okay,
not
vertical would be
wild.
insane.
satanic.
But yeah, great prank. And then he finishes off saying, "I'm gonna start looking before pooping more often now."
Hey,
Um,
I'm glad he rolled along with it. So that's all good to me.
I do like that you are a man of your word, Josh. You said it would be a sandwich.
Yeah.
You ended light.
I
should
told you.
have heeded your warning before instead
Yeah.
of going straight to a 3-way mishap.
I had to put a poop one in here for you guys.
That's
Thank
true.
you. It wouldn't be a Monday without it.
Exactly.
That's right. Again, trying to solidify our case to get a Tushy sponsorship. Please.
Yes, that's exactly what
Please.
we're doing.
Come on now.
Solidify. Is that also a poop pun or is
I mean, you can make it the way you
Liquefy?
want it, my guy. Cut it the way you see it, Sean. Don't matter to me.
Oh,
Use a poop knife.
Yes.
yeah, not a sponsor.
Yet.
We should just make our own. Fuck.
We should make a poop knife. Have the handle be roach shaped.
Oh.
Money.
All right. Let's move into my segment. Is this listener okay?
Ooh.
So, originally Alex had a "Is this poster okay?" But this comment, I saw this comment on our Clips channel. That's Reddit on Wiki Clips. You can check that out on YouTube.
Reddit on
Um,
Whippy. That's our
Reddit on
OnlyFans.
Whippy and Ricky, baby.
So this one was specifically the segment where we looked at the real reason women hate passport bros. So
I'm guessing this guy's a passport bro.
Oh, I posted that
Passport
one.
Bros love a
Oh.
YouTube short, to be honest. It's,
Well,
I
it
mean,
was the
that's
full
their
clip.
attention span, bro.
oh, okay.
It was
Yeah.
the full clip, which was maybe 6 minutes. It wasn't super long.
That's six
but-
times their brain power.
Yeah.
But they came out of the woodworks for this one.
Ooh.
No, there
Oh,
wasn't
here
that
we
many
go.
comments, but there was this one that got me that I was just dying laughing. And I figured I'd bring it to the boys and ask, is this listener okay? And I would like to clarify, please do not go harass this person. We don't want none of that. They are being harassed enough by the commenters that are already there.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
I'm not even going to read the username. I'll just say OP in reference to them.
You can find
'cause
it.
I
Or
don't want
You should just click on the YouTube clips video and you'll see it.
and subscribe
You'll
while you're
see.
there if you don't mind.
Do your
Oh,
thing,
please.
Wikimaniacs.
All right. So OP says, passport bro here. I guess my story is a little
Wow,
different.
wild start, brother. It's so crazy to claim it. I mean, good for you, I guess, being
He says,
aware.
"Nuh-uh."
I will say,
No.
this dude gives you a straight up answer to everything he's asked in these comments.
Oh, shit.
I appreciate the honesty. I will still make fun of it. But so I guess my story is a little different because I was not even aware of the movement. I was on a dating app and was extremely discouraged by the selection of American women available. Seems like they were all tatted up single mothers sporting nose rings. Plus, as a maintenance director in a healthcare facility that is predominantly female, I have become exhausted by the modern American women's lack of accountability, entitlement, and narcissistic behavior. I now see the American woman as no different as a child. What a monolith he's painted the American woman in.
Yeah, I was about
What?
to say, like, they're not a monolith.
No.
You know, it's just so crazy to just my 5 coworkers that I see every day and the 2 dates I've had on Tinder have only solidified my views that all women are the same. No,
Yeah.
brother.
Exactly.
No.
He goes on to say, anyway, I decided to try out the travel section on the dating app and was able to match with a beautiful and funny Vietnamese woman who is traditional, kind, and caring. I, for one, feel fortunate and lucky to have met such a great foreign woman. When I visit her later this year, we will test cohabitation, and if it works out, I will marry her and bring her to the United States. She's a keeper, and I could care less about what people think. I'm glad I became a passport bro.
I feel like before this happens, before you take the flight, before you start these kinds of relationships, it has to be mandatory viewing of 90 Day Fiance. Because I mean,
Absolutely.
truly, why you have so, and then just, in fact, maybe just Google how many of these couples stay a couple. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't think it's going to work out for you as well as you think it is. In fact, earlier in this episode, we heard John say the Filipinos saying 3 M's. You don't think the Vietnamese or any other of these countries don't have the same fucking a similar saying? You're an easy mark, dude. You got.
Oh, yeah. It's funny that you mentioned that because there is a comment about 90 Day Fiance in the comments here. So we will get to that. Quincy9404 says, you're free to date who you want, and I'm glad you found someone you click with, but neither American women nor Vietnamese women are a monolith. People are individuals. They aren't defined exclusively by their nation of origin. That fact that you can only perceive women through the lens of the stereotypes associated with their country and not who they actually are on an individual level is genuinely concerning.
Mm-hmm.
Additionally, your experience in healthcare industry is just a sampling bias. You work in a female-dominated industry, so the bad apples you run into are almost exclusively women, as the majority of your sample is women, which makes sense.
Yeah.
If you work in a male-dominated industry, you're going to see a lot of dumbass males. You know what I mean?
Yeah, plus why would you want to dip your stick around like your coworkers? If that's your sample pool, that's weird.
Yeah, date outside of your work.
Date outside, venture out
Also,
or something.
What a fucking stressful job you have. Of course everyone's going to be not on great behavior. They're there to treat patients, not your ass.
Yeah. An individual who works in a male-dominated industry, such as myself, would run into primarily bad apples who are men, and as the majority of the sample is men. Lastly, it is understandable that you might not like the aesthetics of tattoos/piercing or prefer not to date women with kids, but just because these women aren't the women that you would prefer to date doesn't mean that they're horrible people, as you seem to imply throughout your post. My mom's a traditional woman and is one of the most kind, caring individuals I've ever met. However, my dad passed away due to liver failure, so she's a single mom. She also has a tattoo on her ankle in remembrance of my deceased grandma. People, men and women, are beautiful and complex everywhere, but you're missing out on the beauty and complexity of women because you think you know everything about who a woman is, even if you've never even met her, just based on the country she's happened to be born in. So I think that was a wonderful,
That was.
We couldn't have said it better.
Clap back, and defines, what is wrong with just defining American women or, Vietnamese women or whatever it happens to be as a one woman. This is who they're all like, you know what I mean? Instead of who they are as a person. So OP goes on to, it's a long thread. I tried to pick out the most relevant ones, and we'll go to the 90 Day Fiance after this one. But here's his retort to that.
He kept going in the comments.
He didn't back down at all.
I appreciate you for the fucking interactions.
Josh said he replied to every single person, it sounds like.
He did, yes. So if you want something interesting to go check it out.
Playthrough rate is through the roofs, my guy. Thank you.
Yeah. So OP says that's a false equivalency to compare a male-dominated workplace to a female-dominated one. I've been doing this for 5 years now, and I've seen hundreds of women come through our facility who display these character traits. The issue with the modern American woman is lack of accountability and entitlement has become such a major problem in part of the workplace that I would never invest in a female-dominated industry.
Crazy to hear that he's saying that all these women are entitled because of, how they present themselves, yet he's the one being entitled about like, oh, I want my women to be this, and this. Wild. Yeah. It's wild to me.
It's almost like the entitlement is in the room with him.
Yes.
At all times.
It's within him.
I would think it'd be almost impossible to profit, and he's referring to a female-dominated industry. I would advise against it, but if you don't believe what I'm saying, then you are looking for investors in this industry. Go ahead and put your money where your mouth is and prove me wrong. I think many investors would have caught on, and this industry is on the verge of collapse. It is crazy that he's looking through the lens, like investing in this business practice. I don't even know what the business practice is specifically.
Did you say healthcare?
Healthcare.
Yeah, I was about to say healthcare is
Ain't no way that's ever gonna
It's
go
a
down.
very big industry. I don't know if you know
very
that.
stable.
Some would say one of the most stable things, actually, in an industry society. I expect to see many healthcare facilities going out of business, and you would simply be incorrect to believe a major part of it was not the behavior of the employees who work in this industry. I saw firsthand. As far as your other points, I agree that the type of woman I want is a personal preference, but I also think that most men my age are looking for the same as me. They aren't looking for a woman with a bunch of tattoos or nose ring, so if that's your thing, then go for it. Thumbs up emoji. So, Quincy didn't respond back yet. Who knows if they will. But JRQ Coat commented on the original comment and said, "Good luck on 9-Day Fiance, bro." Laughing face. And to OP responded, "I've been meaning to check that show out. I wonder if it portrays passport bros and their foreign partners in a good light or a bad one. By the time I finally meet my girlfriend, I will have known her for over a year." To which they comment back an hour later, "I just checked it out. Disappointing. Looks like your typical TLC show that wants to show relationship extremes as if they were norm. I think my girlfriend and I would probably be seen as far too boring to be on that show, but I think it's good entertainment for small minds."
Hey, fuck you. I got a big brain, motherfucker.
JRQ says, "Should be perfect for your mind, then. It seems like designed to be petty and judgmental."
I mean, it's facts though. Like, how do you equate someone with having tattoos and piercings to all of a sudden not as valued as quote unquote traditional women, or, you know, more on like the conservative end of it? It's wild to me, bro. I just feel like you don't get out much. You see one thing and all of a sudden you perceive that that's what everything else is around the world. You overgeneralize everything instead of just exploring. I feel like the point of like trying to find love. I mean, if that's your prerogative to, like, you know, want to explore somewhere else, sure, do that. But you coming in with this mindset that you'll never find anyone here, it's because you have that sort of mentality. Like, yeah, no one wants to get with your dumbass because your worldview is shit. Like, you want to go to these countries, you want to go to these different countries. And I think for the most part, the passport bro movement is all about power dynamics to me, in my opinion. Right?
Yes.
It's because a lot of times they go into these countries with possibly not the best economic state. So they're going to take advantage of the fact that some people possibly want a better life. And not gonna lie, the world has been indoctrinized that the United States or anything West is like cream of the crop. So if you have a chance to go to a westernized country like the United States, who seems to be still the powerhouse around here, that they're going to elevate the life that they had wherever that may be. So to me, I think you're equating like, hey, I can provide you like, you know, the dollar bills and all that. And whatever I can send you back home is you're going to have this extravagant lifestyle. So I think the control part, and you can control your partner because, you know, you're able to give them money or you're able to give this, that. I don't know. That's just, to me, that's what gives me the ick about like passport bros.
100%.
It's all power dynamics because in all honesty, it's not the culture. That's not why they're talking to you, brother. They're talking to you because they want your money or they want to come to the States to make money. You know, I mean, sure. Do genuine relationships get formed? I'm sure every once in a while, you know what I mean? But
it happens. Yeah.
They're definitely trying harder with you because of, you know, it's not you, is what I'm saying.
It's the potential what you could bring.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there are genuine relationships that can happen abroad. You know what I mean? That does happen, of course. But you going into finding this relationship being like, I can only find someone who's going to listen to what I say, traditional, whatever, like outside of America, and you're going outside to find that is a little weird and gives me the power dynamic ick that John said he gets.
Yeah.
Because that's 100% what it is. You know, America's painted as this. If you get in, you're one of the chosen ones. You can build a life here. And and it's better than your country. Basically, that's how America is portrayed to the rest of the world in the last 100 years or so.
Shit, that's what we got sold. That's why we immigrated our asses over here.
Exactly. Yeah. That's why since America was discovered, quote unquote. But that's how it's been painted: is you can come here, build a life for yourself.
It was colonized.
You colonize it. Yeah, exactly.
That's the correct.
How many white people can we get on this continent? That's what they said.
It's our destiny. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. And that's how I got here, somewhere down the line. So we were all sold that at some point, and now we sell it to the rest of the world. And you use that as a power dynamic to find women that will do what you want them to do.
Another thing to add too is they can't probably stand Western women because they feel like they're, quote unquote entitled or like outspoken. You know why? It's because you don't know how to fucking communicate, right? If anyone if anyone counters or like not argue, but like make a counter argument saying like, oh hey, I don't think this way. The fact that like someone like pushes back on you makes you feel inferior because you don't know how to communicate. So you go to these other countries using that leverage that you have and say, well, you can't talk back to me because I'm, giving you the life that you didn't have back home. So
yeah, it's icky. It's icky.
Yeah,
for
it's
sure.
not good.
I guess is that listener okay?
Hell no.
No, of course not.
I forgot the segment we were doing. We were just clowning on him for.
How dare you make fun of 90 Day Fiance, saying it's for small brain people? Fuck you, my guy. That is my comfort TV show, all right? You could kiss my ass, you little passport, bro.
So make sure go check out our clips channel. Again, don't harass the guy. Just view it like it's like an aquarium. You take a look, you watch the comments that are already there.
Am I gonna have to say it? I don't wish harm on this person. But if you want to make his day worse,
I don't want him to delete it because it feels like
true.
it's like a museum piece. You know what I mean?
Well,
Screenshot it while you can.
Or
do that.
If you're feeling petty, find him in those little dating apps. You know what I'm saying? Pose as someone from another country, make him fall in love with you.
That's so much work.
And then write a story for us.
And write a story for us, please. If you want to do petty, if you got time.
He's not worth it. Don't waste your time. But
do it for our entertainment.
All right. And with that, we're going to hit the donation section of this. Once again, all donations are going to Operation Olive Branch, specifically Nora and her family who are trying to escape Palestine. I believe we raised over $3,000, if I'm not mistaken.
That's awesome.
At least.
Something
Y'all
like
killing
that.
it, Wikimaniacs.
Yeah. So I'm going to go through my list here, and I'm sure Sean's got lots with him on his list. But kicking it off with Meryl sends $1.33 and says, "Thank you guys for all you're doing. We all appreciate you guys for what you're doing. Your girl ain't got much, but it's something. Much love from your fellow Filipino Canadian from Toronto."
Ooh.
Hell yeah. Thank you for that, Meryl. Femk, I hope that I'm pronouncing that correctly, sends $51.80. Thank you very much, Femk. Unati sends $10.61. Emily sends $5.46. Says, "Hi, boys. Along with this donation, I wanted to tell you, without hopefully sounding too cheesy, that you are all a huge light in my life right now, and you are such amazing people. Never stop being incredible. You are such an inspiration. Heart." Thank you very much, Emily, for that.
And we heart you, Emily.
We heart you. Bretch sends $10.61. Maria sends $10. Andrea sends $15.76. Thank you, all three of you. Christina sends $2. Thank you, Christina. Alejandro sends $5.69.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Says, "Thank you for being such amazing people and for helping the people of Gaza and Palestine." And they send heart emojis. Thank you very much. And I think that's the Palestinian flag, but Google Sheets does not like flags for some reason.
Yeah, Google Sheets does not like flags.
No, it doesn't. Any flag, to be fair. It's not any specific one.
Yeah.
Kristen sends $20.91. Says, "Greeting from Norway. They say, hello, Sean," spelled SJ A with an accent and an
accent.
N. Josh spelled Y-A accent S-H.
Whoa.
A little bricked
and
up when you say
John,
accent like that,
J,
Josh.
A with an accent N. Accent.
Okay.
Yeah. You say accent.
An accent aigu. No, that's French.
Ooh.
Loving the show and just got caught up after starting on episode 1 in February. Holy.
Oh.
You guys are bringing me joy every day. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Christine, for that. Luella sends $1.63 and says, "Hi, JJS. It's been fun listening to this podcast while at work. Hope the donation helps. I'll add more when I get paid. Please say," oh man,
Uh-oh.
Nakakapagabag.
Nakapapabagabag.
It's not a bad word. It's a Filipino tongue twister. Love, Louie.
Is it nakapap? I can't even say it. Nakapapabagabag.
Okay, that is what it is. Yeah. I just
I can't say it. I'm Filipino. No, Sean, let's hear it one time.
Yeah, I can say it too, but I'll just be humble. You know what I'm saying?
Asma sends $5.46. Then they tell me how to pronounce the name. Hope I did it correctly. Says, "Forgot to write anything in the last time. I love your podcast. Thank you for using your platform for awesomeness to the cause." And I believe they send the Palestinian flag emoji and Swedish, maybe. I think that's what it is. So thank you for that, Asma. Elizabeth sends $1.34 and says, "Kiss, kiss." Brooke sends $26.06. Laura sends $15.76. Says, "Thank you for supporting such a worthwhile cause. You guys are fantastic. Thank you, Laura." And finally, Rasmus sends $33.33. Says, "My 22 male girlfriend, 20 female birthday is coming up, and I know she'll be listening to this episode because she listens to every single one of them. So hello, Vilma, and happy birthday." Heart emoji. Vilma the goat. Add goat sound. You got it. Also, happy to donate to such a great cause. Watermelon and heart emoji. So thank you, Rasmus and Wilma. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
And you could take it away, Sean.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Venmo was not working on my desktop. Usually I just copy and paste, but I gotta shout this one out just because. Holy moly! Shout out Kieran, who writes, "Celebrating this day in history for John's first perfect prediction episode 160.
Oh shit!
Thanks for all of your hard work and for showing your support for causes that matter. Your insights, puns, and friendship is helping so many in more ways than one."
You heard that,
Love
Sean?
y'all.
Puns.
Yeah, choose to ignore it. Anyways, Kieran, one person, Kieran sends $1,000. Kieran.
Holy.
I have to say, if this was meant to be $10 or $1 or $100,
Can you imagine?
please let me
Let
know.
us-
I'll send it back. Do not worry. And
Yeah.
you can, no judgment here. You know what I mean? But if you did truly send $1,000,
That's
Kieran,
amazing.
Holy moly.
you're helping out a family very much in need of help. So thank you. Even if it does end up only being $10 and this was a huge mistake.
Every little bit
Thank you.
counts.
Anyways,
Everything
every dollar
helps.
counts. But if it was truly $1,000, holy fucking moly. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
That's crazy. Thank you very much.
Thank
It's
you
like
so
donating.
much.
1/4 of our donation.
It is literally.
So
Oh man.
thank you so much.
That's amazing. What was that, Kieran again? Just to shout out
Kieran.
correctly. Thank you very much, Kieran, for that. That is amazing. Thank you everyone who has donated. We'll get Sean shout outs next Monday when he gets his desktop working for that. But that is it for this episode, Wikimaniacs. What did you think? Let us know down in the comments on YouTube, Discord, or on our subreddit if you really liked it. Like the episode, please give us a like or subscribe wherever you are listening. If you want to hear more, including an extension of the Passport Bro story,
Ooh.
join us on Patreon at patreon.com/Cultivate Podcast Network, or you can subscribe to our YouTube channel membership program by hitting join on our YouTube channel. All the links are, of course, in the show notes below. Thank you, Sean and John, for joining and coming on, giving your takes. Thank you, Wikimaniacs, for another amazing episode. And we'll see you on Friday for a John special.
Happy Pride Month
Oh.
still, Wikimaniacs.
Happy Pride
Bye.
Month. Bye.
Later.
There.